Moore, Jennifer Aniston, Scarlett Johansson, Ben Affleck, Jennifer Connelly, and Jennifer Goodwin on the big screen together? What do you get, people? You get that amazing hot cast in the hit movie He's Just Not That Into You. Check it out.
He lost his cell phone.
He says
That's why he never.
Ladies.
What do you think? He got stuck in a meeting.
Ladies. Hey, excuse me. Ladies.
He has a hard time with intimacy.
Excuse me.
He didn't
There's
intentionally
something I have to
stand me
tell
up.
you.
He just went to the
What
wrong
should I
restaurant.
do?
He's just not that into you. No phrase in dating history has ever revealed so much.
The guy doesn't call you. He doesn't want to call you.
And now the book that united single women everywhere has made its way to the big screen with an A-list cast.
All of my friends used to tell me these stories about how things might work out with these dipsticks because they knew someone who dated a dipstick just like mine, and that girl ended up getting married and living happily ever after. But that's the exception, and we're not the exception, we're the rule.
Get ready, boys.
Should you call back? No.
Your code is about to be uncovered.
He MySpaced me.
My trampy little sister says MySpace is the new booty. Come on.
Oh.
Now, we all know women who just cannot quite take the hint that a guy they're into is not really feeling them. And I brought some of my favorite men to help us figure out when it's time to bail out on a relationship with guys like that. We've got comedian and author Finesse Mitchell. We've got Ant the comic. From Men's Health magazine, Matt Bean. And from my new hit reality television show, True Beauty, we've got CJ. Okay, so you guys, have you ever had to tell somebody that you just were not into them, like you just were not feeling them?
Yeah.
Tell me about you, Finesse.
Well, you know, yeah, I would say yeah. But
Are you upfront about it, or do you like kind of just weasel away, like?
I don't say I'm just not that into you, sort of thing. I just run the other way. I don't know. I've always had a hard time hurting people's feelings, but I've always been good at making people feel good about who they are as I tell them to get out my face.
Okay. But he just said, you're just too fine for me. I just, you know,
yeah,
I can't
girl,
handle your
girl,
fine.
the way your ponytail, the way it start way back there. That was her eyelashes, though. You know, it just depends, but.
Ant, what about you? Have you ever had to tell
Well, I was on a date one time, and we were driving down to Laguna, and it started raining, and he goes, I made it rain. I go, what? He goes, I'm a witch. I go, like a broom witch? And he goes, yeah, I'm a witch. I said, oh, okay. I hope this date is quick.
No.
We get to the restaurant. He sees people down on the ocean, because it was in Laguna. And he goes, oh, my God, there's some friends of mine from high school. I'll be right back. The waiter comes in like, I'll have 2 glasses of wine. I don't care what he's having. And then, so then an hour, I'm sitting there. I go, so I left. I ditched him, right? That's how I say goodbye. I ditched him. I'm driving home, and I'm thinking, oh, God, if he flies over my house, I'm going to be in big trouble. So, yeah, and then he called the next day. You want to do it again? Again? No.
Hell no. What about you, Matt?
You know what? I'm usually good about saying everything but. I'm not that into a girl, but I dated one girl, and here's my rule. I am a one-girl kind of guy when I'm with a girl, and she wanted to become a stripper. She said, honey, if I become a stripper, will you still date me? I said, no. And so she became a stripper, and so I did not talk to her after that. She's sending me dirty camera phone pictures, all kinds of stuff. I had to delete the number. I had to change my phone number. I had to get out of that situation.
Oh, my gosh, she thought that the way to a man's heart was, like, on a pole. That's what she thought.
Is something wrong with that?
In some situations, it is, but
And what about
not
you,
when it comes to
CJ?
love.
You ever had to break a girl's heart?
Yes, I have, and my golden rule is I like to be honest and upfront, and I say at this time in my life I'm dating my destiny, so that's kind of like my little backdoor.
And you're like, and her name is Destiny Jenkins, and she lives around the corner?
No. I just mean, you know, at this time I'm focused on, you know, my career or whatever I want to do, so I just name her Destiny.
You just told everybody your game now, so now they know that Destiny is probably another girl. Well, Keo and Ong say that they want their sister Nancy, who's also PK's cousin, to realize the guy she's dating is just not into her. So, Keo, tell me about your sister.
I just feel that, you know, she needs an intervention from us to kind of let her know that this guy is really not into her. And I think he's like the scum of the earth, and I don't think she should be with him. I worked with him, and he would tell everybody that he had like 7 different girlfriends, he had kids, and here and there, and he thinks he's a big player. So when I found out my sister was hanging out with him, I told her about it. she seemed a little disgusted, but she still went out with him anyways. And the fact that she follows him wherever he goes, like when she stole my car and followed him to Chicago when he left without her.
Oh my gosh.
I think that's just a little crazy, you know?
A little obsessed.
Yeah, and just the fact that he's 39 and she's 19. I find that very disgusting.
Whoa. Okay, and then we have Ong here. Now, Ong, you say that she's gone really far and done permanent things to herself. What has she done?
Yes. Going to Chicago, I think, is very psychotic, but not as psychotic as getting a tattoo of his initials.
She has a tattoo of his initials on her body.
On her body, on her arm, it's very visible, but she told the family that it was just a design. And actually, Keo didn't know until on the trip here. So a producer told her.
that the tattoo existed,
yeah. So
yeah.
it's supposed to be like pretend a design.
So and not only is this guy, he's a dad, but he's also...
He's also a grandpa.
Wait, he's a granddad at 39 years old?
Yeah. Yep, he's a grandpa, and you know, like he...
How is that possible? Okay, then we have PK. You're the cousin PK, right?
Yep.
Okay, I know that you say that he is evil.
Yes.
Now tell me about the child's mother. She found out about the tattoo on your cousin?
Yep, through MySpace. It's his baby mama. He lives with her. And,
how much do we love? I'm sorry.
Like, yeah, he lives with
I love that you guys are Asians and talk about babies' mamas. It's not just black people. I love that. Okay, so she found out that he had the tattoo.
Yep, she found out.
She found out that she had the tattoo.
Yep, on MySpace, and she yelled at him about it. So he called her up and was like, "Why'd you go get that? You're so stupid." Like, what really happened was he gave her the idea to give the tattoo.
Oh.
But he turned it around. He's like, "Why would you even have that kind of idea? I never told you to do that." So yeah.
This is kind of confusing. Anybody else confused? So your friend who you love, he's dating her, but he has a woman who has his child who he's living with.
Yeah, but they're supposedly not dating.
Because he's
living
using
with the girl.
her.
He's screwed with the baby.
He's using the
Let's
other
hear
girl
from
he's
Nancy.
living
Come on
with.
out, Nancy. Nancy, your family is saying that the guy you're dating is not into you.
Well,
You beg to differ. You think he is.
we are a couple, but without the title. And
You're
Or
a
the
couple without
house,
a
or the
title.
kids, or the money.
well, you guys are just not there for the good times. Like, Keo, you didn't like him from the start already just because she worked with him and said he was a player. And PK, it was good from the start. Like, we all hung out until your boyfriend and him got kind of into it. And Ong just thinks I'm straight up stupid for even talking to him. So,
But sometimes our emotions take over and make us just feel crazy.
Right.
In fact, I think there's even like a crazy chemical in our head when we're infatuated with somebody, and I think there's an even crazier chemical that happens when we're like chasing a man. I'm serious. I really know it's scientific. I just don't know the words or the science, but it's scientific. Tell me when you are with your guy and you guys go and do laundry. What does that mean when you say you're going to do laundry?
laundry, it is our code word for sex. Because one night he needed it, and so his baby mom was sleeping, was in the house, so we had to go to the laundry room. And
The laundry room in his house?
yeah, no, it's in the apartment building.
Okay.
Because we tried to do it in the house, but whatever, he got scared, so we had to go to the laundry room, and it was good. So every time he calls me, it's like, you want to
Do
do
you
laundry?
hear yourself talking?
We'll be